Hi, my name is Julio from Local Careers Coach, and I'll be your main mentor throughout your journey. A little bit about myself. I've been in IT for about 15 years. I've worked with government, I've worked with SMBs, which are small, medium businesses, also worked with NASDAQ listed companies. So I have a bit of experience in this space. Local Careers Coach is a bridge between your studies and the experience that you need. You see, the problem that we face here in Australia is that we have a lot of talent, such as yourself, but the problem that you can't get into the job market simply because you don't have local experience is really disadvantageous to the country because we need your skills, but what you need is some local experience, someone who can take you under the wing and also show you the ropes of how businesses here in Australia do things. It's quite a straightforward process, and I'm here to help you. Now, we created this business about 10 years ago in 2016. Now, with this 2025 2026 update, there is a little hurdle that we need to contend with, and that is AI. AI is making it harder for you as an intern or a graduate trying to break into the market because you see, businesses reach out to me and ask me, how can we utilize our resources that we have now and make better use of them? And one of them is, for example, Copilot. Copilot exists on the Microsoft operating system. It's a very straightforward thing to do. And when I train people and business owners how to train their agents, we usually ask them, what would you get an intern to do? What would you get a graduate to do? And this causes a bit of a problem because this also adds to the fuel to the fire, which is that these jobs that many graduates are after, such as your entry-level IT support, that may be gone because lots of graduates are after these roles, and AI may be automating some of these processes. But don't worry, we have a solution for that. We excel in four main areas, and I'll cover them right now. The first one is that so we won't charge you, or we expect you to know that you know your tech stuff. So we won't bill you or charge you for things that you could do on your own. So you're expected to come into this program with some IT fundamental knowledge. That's a given. That's why you're here, because you may have graduated from a bachelor's or graduate diploma or graduate master's program. So all of a sudden you have this skill set. So we'll be looking at real life projects that you'll be working on. As I mentioned earlier, AI is firmly embedded in all of our programs. We can't ignore it. So AI is part of the workforce these days. You're either competing with it or you're using it to improve your efficiency, effectiveness, and deliver value for your future employer. Now, our third strength is that we deliver real value for businesses and yourself. And what this means is that you'll be dealing with real projects that we'll give you. We have them ready to go. Now, value for you would be this. When you apply for work out in the Australian workforce, you may not get these jobs, and I'll tell you why. The first reason is that cybersecurity is a very sensitive job by nature. What that means is that you're entrusted to handle a business's security, such as their confidential data, the integrity of that data, and availability of that data. And by default, if you've been in the country less than 5 years, they may or may not trust you with this data. And you may be some time with the government that you may be able to get a baseline security, NB1 security clearance, and so forth. So there's a little bit of a problem there. But we have those jobs and projects that you can work on straight away. The second one is IT support. A lot of companies out there need this. That's great, but it can also be automated. So the problem that we have is that you may be having to compete against many graduates who think the same way. You know what? We want to know, we want to get in the industry, and a great foot in the door is IT support. Great. So many other thousands of graduates are thinking the same way. So that's another little hurdle that you have to deal with. Now, fourth area is that it all comes to line. So what happens is that Australia still needs your support, still needs your skills. So with all those hurdles mentioned, we still need to find that gap. And Australian Computer Society has mentioned that a lot of AI would take a lot of graduates' positions, and businesses are hiring less. But that's not a problem, because all of a sudden we still need your skills. So if you know how to train a machine, how to clean data, how to monitor and supervise a machine, then all of a sudden your skills are valuable. If you can automate your job, then guess what? You're not making yourself redundant. You're actually improving the business's output, the strategic objectives that need to be met. And this is a good thing, believe it or not. Now, our fourth strength brings all these little hurdles together and will overcome them very easily. First of all, what I'm about to mention is advice that you may or may not agree with. And we ask you to talk to your immigration lawyer or your immigration consultant, because they would understand the law a lot better than us. But what we do is we provide those projects. Now, what we want you to do is select one of two pathways that we have. The first pathway is that you can go deep in a particular domain. Let's just say software development as an example. And let's just say you select software development and you want to go deep. That's great. So all of a sudden you can apply to be a software developer, database administrator, and AI interface or integration specialist as well. So all of a sudden you're going deep in a particular domain. The second pathway is a job rotation, a 12-month job rotation, 3 months in each domain. So for example, software development, let's run with that example. Software development, you may select to do the bare fundamentals and then move on to project management, database administrator, AI integration specialist, and you may or may not select another domain, which could be, say, software tester or pen tester, which a lot of people like that if you're into cybersecurity and pen testing. So all of a sudden, you spread your risk over 4 domains and you've had a taste of 4 different areas that will be valuable to both yourself and also increases the chances of you landing a job in this space. Now, if you liked what you heard, I encourage you to fill in a form so we get to know your situation a little bit better. You can fill in a form, let us know when you'd like us to get in touch with you, and let us customize a pathway and see if we can work together, because at the end of the day, your skills are valuable. And it's only a little bit of a gap that is missing, and you'll be on your way working in the sector, no doubt. All right, I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you at Local Careers Coach.